So I've made many videos in different states of mind. Drunk, high, drunken high, covertly drugged to varying degrees, sober, angry, happy, in love, and so on. And there's probably, I don't know, almost 150 clips or something. And I'm going to quickly cover the key points from the clips. Everything but God's explanation is an oversimplification. There are three major types of martial arts secret societies. Military-based secret societies. They tend to claim honor. They revolve around the idea of protecting and serving. And you'll see a lot of military people working in law enforcement because of transferable skills to this day. The irony that we live in a society that applies transferable skills every day when they consider where to, job placement and how to apply human resources effectively. But they won't concede my point. How dishonorable. Anyway, there's a moral-based secret society. Everything's about honor and maintaining the moral code consistent with your ancestors' expectations, wishes, and demands, really. Then finally, there is the secret societies we have today. They're sort of quote-unquote science-based. They value intellect over superstition, according to them, which was really perceived intellect, and that perception is based on the corporate model, the corporate scale. So I call them economic-based secret societies. So there's military-based secret societies, there's moral-based secret societies, and there's economic-based secret societies, and they were founded by martial artists. So, you'll see the saboteurs, the trick doctors, the lack of honor is basically with all of them except for the moral-based secret society. So because of this melting pot society we have, including a sort of mixed martial arts melting pot, instead of a pluralistic experience or a true, authentic cultural martial arts experience, we see that morality is being melted and mixed with dishonor, cheating, treachery, lying, envy, and all kinds of things that Masons are full of themselves and are trying to impress upon other people. So they are more socially accepted for the same reason gays, feminists, atheists, and other dogs propagate their despicable and unforgivable falsehoods. So when we look at this thing, right, being poor in America does not lead to crime. Being poor in America without your culture intact leads to crime. And of course we see that with the history of cultures having different crime rates, which largely is because of their cultures and philosophies. In ancient Egypt, the top martial artist is the pharaoh and the living god, or the closest to God. So another way to look at it is, yes, the top martial artist, historically, and using the first model and most effective model of civilization and empire, we all know that, yes, that's how it was. That was a pervasive idea in the ancient world, and Egypt is just representing what the ancient people thought and winning the debate on behalf of black Africans, in this case Nubians, and the Badarians and people of that nature. Moving on. Warriors fear losing skill, and God controls whether they do or do not lose their skill. So they have a special connection with God, not only whether they live or die, in a very intense, straightforward way. So quite often they have a special connection or relationship with the priesthood, and quite often they were the priesthood. The devil is pro-American. Of course, this is why Osirian priests had sticks, right? Because these are martial arts forms, and they want to form society a certain way, and they want to express their philosophy through martial arts and to refine their ability to effectively govern peoples and nations. All right. This is for the same reason why these people didn't have the morality or the depth of insight to do what I've done. This is why I'm supposed to be in charge, not them. And martial artists who think like me should be in charge in the future, not these kind of sissy stink tanks or these rich scoundrels who we all hate. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous, right? Anyway, remember, the qualities of a leader must include morality and a strong moral will. A respectable inability to be tempted by materialism or to be coerced by the cowards who have the money and the capital to do so. So the devil is pro-American, and he founded hell on the same principles America was founded on. So that dependency we see on these principles actually, goes back to the devil's very first minions when you truly do your research and look at it from a Christian or Abrahamic perspective. He said, the devil would say, I'm somewhat of a forefather myself of a strange new world, referring to the fact that America was founded on the same principles, the same exact principles as hell. Go ahead and try to prove that wrong. Mind, body, heart, soul. For them to come together, it needs that fifth element, that thumb, that love. If you had a choice after a long life of no love between saving a stranger or love, which one would you choose? Which do you think most people would choose and why? Would you blame them if they chose love? Warriors have a different role in spiritual war than regular people do. Okay? And the people in charge know this. So they exploit intellect so they can get you to value intellect over morality. In a world where intellect is exploited and controlled by evil, thinking this way is evil, and there's no way around that. Period. Eugenics for people and not for the elite. Okay, if we're going to do eugenics, why aren't we doing it for people and to create a moral society, not for the elite? Obviously, the liberals will not be able to answer this. They will avoid the argument, oversimplify it, and use some humanist propaganda because of secularist dogs like Annie Besant having brainwashed the people who brainwashed them. All right. Commies and feminists sold out black people to harmful European philosophy while pretending Christianity is the harmful philosophy. Thank you.